This book made me speechless. I never really cry in books, but this one? That totally changed my perspective. In 2021, I read 17 books in total, and here are some of my favorites that you must read. Okay, starting with non-fiction book, Atomic Habits. This book will change your perspective, your mindset on how to build habits, how to break bad habits, and how to build good ones. Basically, in this book, there is written so much about how to make bad habits harder and how to make good habits easy. Some quotes from this book. Happiness is the state you enter when you no longer want to change your state. Success is not a goal to reach or a finish line to cross. It is a system to improve and an endless process to refine. The secret to getting results that last is to never stop making improvements. To build a good habit, you need to practice it. And in this book, it talks about basically the building easy habits, basically building the habits easier, making them easier. For example, if you want to go to the gym in the morning, pack your bag beforehand, basically the night before. That's just an example for that. This book is full of amazing quotes that literally my phone is full of them, as I just mentioned some of them, but like a lot of people are talking about this book and it is so worth it. It is worth your all time to read it. The second non-fiction book is Jonathan Livingstone's Seagull, basically the Seagull of Jonathan Livingstone. And this book is basically kind of on the other perspective. It's really short, only 144 pages. It is basically talked about seagull, but it is meant in a way that for people. Basically, in this story, he is a seagull, right? And it is told to all the seagulls that you can't fly higher than that. You can't be an eagle, basically. You can't fly that high because you are a seagull. It is meant for you to be there, basically not fly higher than 20 meters. But he is wanting more. He wants to be a strong one, and he flies high and he doesn't die. He learns how to go through the hard times. And in this book, he was literally cut out of his family kind of thing because he wanted to be something more. He wanted to do more than all the rest of the seagulls because he was acting like an eagle or something like that. And this book just shows that you can do it. You can do no matter what. You can do anything. You don't need to listen to people's opinions. If you truly want it, you will get there. And at the end of the book, he was teaching other sea eagles who wanted to be more than that, just the average nothing. He was teaching them. And this book just shows so much. And it's a must-read book. Like, you just start to think about, I can do it. I don't need to be like the rest of them. I don't need to be like the rest of the people. I am worth more. I am powerful. And let's move on to fiction books, kind of fiction books. So the third book is Educated. This book, at first when I started reading this, the first 100 pages were like boring. I was like, but then everything changed. So basically this book is about a girl who lives in kind of near mountains. His dad doesn't believe in school system or anything. He thinks that everything is corrupted, everything is bad, like school system, anything, nothing, just phones, not medicine, not just even hospitals, that everything is like just crazy and so bad, you will die from everything. And so basically all of his kids don't go to school. They live in this kind of mountain area. They're so like outside of everything that people usually do. And this girl, Tamara, and also this is a real story. I read this book in the summer, so I don't remember it that well, but she goes from nothing to Harvard, to the best schools in the world, from nothing. She didn't go to school till like, I don't know. She didn't go to school at all. She somehow went into college because she was like trying to really study hard to like get those grades. She didn't she wasn't able to do it on the first time, and I think she wasn't able to do it on the second time, but she did it on the third time because she didn't want to be there with his dad, who was like, he had like bipolar problems, he was like aggressive. She didn't want to live that life that just nothing. So she worked hard for it. She worked so hard for it to get there. And like, imagine you never have been to school and later you are able to go to freaking Harvard, Oxford, the best schools in the world. This just shows that there is no limits on anything. And also her like family was really religious and things like that. She wasn't able to wear anything that would show her skin. She needed to be everything must be covered. Or if not, that her dad thought you're a slut or something like that. She wasn't allowed to do ballet because, well, you need to wear those short skirts and all this like showing the skin. And that's like so interesting to read. Like, oh wow, there are people who think that. Like, that's crazy that she went from nothing to here, to here, to even. To here. It's an amazing book. Next book is One of Us is Like. Maybe you have already heard this book, but this book is about 4 teenagers who were like kind of grounded. Okay, I will read. What is it about? Only Simon never makes it out of that classroom. Before the end of detention, Simon's dead. And according to his investigation, his death wasn't an accident. On Monday, he died, but on Tuesday, he'd planned to post juicy reveals about all 4 of his high school classmates, which makes all 4 of them suspicious and as a suspect in his murder. Or are they the perfect patsies for a killer who's still on the loose? So yeah, he gets dead in the after hours when there's the suspect, and there were only 5 in the classroom. Nobody else was in that classroom. So how did he die? Who killed him? It's about kids, it's about teenagers. But the ending was shocking. The ending was shocking. That book, I read it so fast. It was so interesting. And there is also the second part. I haven't read it yet. But who killed him? Or was it an accident? Was it an accident? You will have to find out. You will have to read it. It's mind-blowing. The ending is mind-blowing. I wasn't expecting that at all. And the last, one of the most amazing books, All the Bright Places. You maybe have read it. If you're not, then you're totally missing out. Literally, one of the reviews says, I don't even know how to function right now. I have just read the most brilliant and heart-ripping story of the universe. Yeah, it's basically, this book is about Finch and Violet. They meet in a up tower because they both want to jump off. They both want to die. They both want to kill themselves. They're on the ledge of the bell tower. And Finch saves Violet. She's basically this good girl, and the Finch is like kind of the bad guy. And then when he saves her, other people think that she saved him. And then they pair up on a project to discover the natural wonders. Basically, they have been picked to be together, so they need to do a project together. Yeah, they fall in love. It's only with Violet that Finch can be himself, a weird, funny, live-out-loud guy who's not such a freak after all. It's only with Finch that Violet can forget to count away the days and start living them. But as Violet's world grows, Finch begins to shrink. The ending is sad, shocking, but this is an amazing story. I read that book super fast, even though I read it like a long time ago, but it's still one of my favorite all-time books that I've ever read. How do I explain how much I'm feeling right now? I think I would cry and sing all at once, but mostly cry. Just now, this very, very truthful fact, this is the most incredible book I have read. It's probably my favorite book in the world. That's one of the reviews. I love this book too. It's like, it's heartbreaking, it's so interesting, it gets the story in, you're getting sucked in, and you can't stop reading it because it's that well made, that good, just that amazing. And also, this book is about mental illnesses. and being a freak and maybe being different and not accepted, but falling in love, but also the ending, shocking and heartbreaking. So those were the 5 books you must read in 2022. Even those they're heartbreaking, they are so interesting, and they are a must read. And let me know in the comments down below what are your all-time favorite books. I also have made another video like previously a long time ago, you can watch that. Those are also one of my favorite books that I've ever made, but like ever read. But yeah, comment down below your favorite books. I really hope you enjoyed this. Let me know also if you have read any of these, and will you want to read them after this video? Let me know. Like my list of must-read books is getting longer and longer, and I'm not helping you with that. Your list is getting longer too by this video. But yeah, make sure to please subscribe to this channel, because I put so much effort in it, and that really would mean a lot to me, because I want to grow my channel in 2022 a lot. That's my dream, that's my goal. So yeah, like, subscribe, comment, and see you in the next video, because you deserve to be loved and happy. You deserve to read amazing books.